1, niner, 4, 3, dead.
Get in position and wait for my go.
Hello, I'm Jackie West. Welcome to Thursday's edition of the PE Crime Blotter. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officials seized more than 16,000 designer handbags at a market value of $210 million. Joining me now is breaking news editor Eric Vilches. Eric, what can you tell us about these handbags?
Yeah, customs officials at ports in Long Beach and Los Angeles seized these shipments between June 6th and September 17th containing fake Hermes French handbags. And the shipments were brought to the Homeland Security property seizure warehouse, which happens to be right here in Riverside. These, the bags, the shipments contained 16,000 counterfeit bags that were mixed in with some legitimate but lesser value real bags to try to throw off the officials that they had been bringing in the counterfeit bags.
We noticed a trend of an influx of handbags that were counterfeit arriving in the United States this past fiscal year, and so we had targeted these handbag shipments because it's manifested as handbags. They came into the United States, and we take a closer look at those. We look for high-risk shipments, and these obviously were high-risk shipments.
Now, these counterfeiters, they're getting pretty good at this. How can they tell that these are counterfeit handbags?
Well, the counterfeit bags, they had the traditional or the trademark hexagon symbol on them, the same as the French bags, but the officials said that instead of crafted leather, some of them were made with just plastic. And in other cases, while they were made of leather, they had poor stitching. And the customs officials, it turns out, are allowed to open these shipments and inspect all of the things that are the contents that are inside. And so that's how they were able to catch them.
Part of the way that we also know if when this stuff is counterfeit is the way it's packaged. A lot of these high-end handbags would never come in with all this cellophane and all this plastic around it.
Now, how much are these bags? Is it something that you and I can actually afford?
This French, a real legitimate French Hermes bag, usually retails for $9,400 on the low end and as much as $18,000 on the high end. And don't you have one, Jackie?
I wish. It's a little above my price range. Okay, so what happens next in the investigation?
Well, it turns out that the customs officials are going to go after the people who were ordering the shipments to be brought in, and they thought they were going to get away without having to pay the full price on these things and do whatever with them. But customs officials say they're going to go after them for the amount, the full $210 million amount.
Wow.
Just in case you thought you were going to get your hands on one of these discarded fake bags, they're all going to be destroyed.
All right, good information there. Thanks, Eric. That does it for Thursday's edition of the PE Crime Blotter. I'm Jackie West. We'll see you tomorrow.